Hi everyone, my name is Bella, and this is my response for BB number 2 homework for Psych 170. And I'll be talking about psychopathology and what I believe the main causes are and the best theory for explaining it. So, first off, I'd like to talk about the biological perspective, which pretty much is how mental disorders have roots in our own biology, which is our brain chemistry, our genetics, brain structure, all of that, things that we're born with for the most part, are things that we inherit through genes. For example, if your parents had depression, you're more likely to be susceptible to having depression also. Or if you have too little serotonin in your brain, that can contribute to having things like depression, anxiety, all of that. For me right now, that theory makes the most sense just because, it's the most scientific, there's the most research behind it. So with the knowledge that I have at this point in the course, that makes the most sense to me for explaining the cause behind psychopathology. However, the psychodynamic theory also makes a lot of sense to me because that theory more dives into how our past experiences and our thoughts and our unconscious contribute to psychopathology and mental disorders, which I think makes a lot of sense. Like if something happened to you in the past, something traumatic that, remains unconscious in your thoughts, that can contribute to developing some type of a mental disorder. But again, this isn't accounting for the biological factors like our brain chemistry and things that we're born with, which I really think is important to be taken into account. Then I'm going to be diving into the humanistic theory, which is more about personal growth and just overall finding the meaning in individual experiences and how those individual experiences contribute to psychopathology, which I do think makes a lot of sense because we all experience different things, we're all in different environments, and those environments and experiences can specifically contribute to what goes on inside our head and psychopathology. But not one of these theories explains all of it in depth. So that's why I think it's really important to take parts from each. So to think about the brain chemistry and genetics from the biological perspective, but also taking account the psychodynamic perspective and about experiences that we've had in environments and the people around us. So I think that not one theory can fully explain all of it, but if we take parts of each theory and more dive into the details in each theory a little deeper, that can give us a better understanding of the causes behind the psychopathology and mental disorders. But as of right now at this time, I would still say that the theory that's making the most sense to me is the biological perspective, just because, again, that theory has the most research and science behind it, which to me is the most dependable and the most reasonable. But that's just my theory at this point in time during the course. But thank you guys so much for listening.